Hello, and welcome back to Dice Dropping's Song of Ice and Fire tabletop role-playing game, Chronicles of House Weirlight. Say hi, House Weirlight.
Hello, narrator.
Hello. Okay. So last time we ended a little early. Might end a little early today. We'll see how it goes. But a lot of things happened last time. Wouldn't you say? Right?
Mm-hmm. I wasn't here. I don't know. I know nothing.
Yes, many hijinks ensued. Many involved men with knives following some of you to your different locations, which was very fun. But can you guys tell me? I'm only doing this because there's less of you. As we see, our brothers Weirlight are once again absent.
Ladies'
unfortunately, yep, no, the ladies. I only asked because now there are more than one person absent. Who could tell me what we learned last week? Oh, that's right.
I can answer because I was informed after the fact of what happened.
I understand.
But I don't think your question was to me. I think it was to
No, it wasn't to you. All right, fine. Bailey.
Lucas is a fucking snake in the grass.
Bailey, tell me about some things that was discovered last
I'm really
session.
glad I didn't get called.
Don't look at me, teacher. Don't look
Now
at me.
you have to call on Aaron. This is rude.
He called on you first.
He's just
alright?
asking you
I
to
get
share
something
some
next
things.
time,
He's
okay?
gonna keep going around the
I
class.
didn't get called.
It's a good thing I took detailed notes then, huh, Aaron?
He's not saying tell him everything. Just tell him something.
Yeah, so
that was
yeah.
point.
We have enough games together. I know how you work, Aaron.
No, what do you think?
So, big thing, we learned that the maester that Clarissa saw at the abandoned shed was apparently the Lucas's maester, but they don't have one registered, so interesting thing there. Fabius was his name, I think.
I have that on my notes.
Cool. Look at us go. Then we learned that there is a hit out for Thorsten. That was a big one.
Yeah.
And a shiny knife.
For the deck. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for the
Definitely
dagger,
for
more
him, for the
accurately.
dagger. Yeah, he was just a byproduct of that.
Yeah, but they know that he has the dagger, which is interesting, because the only people who would know that would have been at MaesterCon, so many Maesters, Maester drama happening.
Mm-hmm.
Nymora won a joust. Congratulations, Nymora.
Got a lovely sonnet or something about her mouth, is what I heard.
That also happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. What else did we learn?
You can pass it off to another student in the class if you want.
Hey, Aaron, what else did we learn?
I was just gonna
Yeah,
say,
very good. Aaron, what did we learn?
I got you, Bailey.
I can never be in a group project with Bailey. It's fun. I can't slack off, damn it. What did we learn?
Well, you were involved with some
I
of
have
it.
a whole
No,
page.
I remember that.
Catch up notes. Well, what happened to Henrik? Just tell us what happened to
I
Henrik.
don't even know if I remember that. I don't know.
Yeah, anything that happened.
One thing. I can't focus. Bailey's looking all smug like that. Damn it. Okay. Except the MaesterCon. I believe we split up again. Vivienne and Tedric went off to. Oh fuck! I don't even remember what they did. I just remember being a bodyguard for part of the time, like watching over Clarissa and Thorsten, and that was my job.
I'll give you a hint. It deals with a Topper.
What?
Topper.
Oh, thank you. That's where they. I was like, I know they went somewhere to talk with the boss guy, and it was Topper. Yes, that head of the guard we met on our first day into Kingslanding, and after some talking and a lot of bribery, we were able to convince him to go arrest Lars. I think his name was. Because our whole thing was like, oh yeah, we know he's like totally suspicious and everything else. Meanwhile, or I guess right afterward, Tiedrick, Henrik, and I think Nymora went off to try to find the group that was harassing or like trying to scout out Thorsten. Learned they were called the One-Eyed Gang. Yeah, because they all had syphilis at the same time, or
The knife boys.
yeah, they all have like one eye, or and apparently terrible depth perception, which is why we were able to find them so easily and sneak up on them. But we were able to corner 2 of them, escort them off, and threaten, and then eventually also bribe them to telling us like all the information they knew, who put out the hit on Thorsten, or rather where to go after if you've acquired the knife or killed Thorsten. And that information we sent them on their way, and I think our plan is now for us to go to that specific bar, and because we have the knife, and I think claim I don't know, claim if we killed Thorsten, but I guess find out who ordered the hit on him in the first place, which we're pretty sure is one of the Lucases, but we can't say that yet.
Mm-hmm.
Remember stuff, guys.
Very proud of you, Aaron.
Thank you. See, I had a really smart-ass response too, like after you had finished everything. Like I expected you to like completely like, do what you do best, blow it out of the water with your detailed notes, be like, I also knew all of that. But
solid joke.
But I couldn't do it.
I don't know. I think
plotting.
I think the fun after like makes me scratch my head. What the fuck was Peter Primaris talking to the one-eyed boy? Like, dude, like what up with the Primarises
That's
now?
Right. Peter Primaris, the younger brother of
You got lamb or beef in your pies.
Was talking to one of the One-Eyed Gang boys, or like
to
the main boy.
The leader boy.
Ooh,
Dirge and the
And-
One-Eyed Boys.
And Peter and Dirge were like hamming it up like they knew each other.
Yep. That
Right.
is a thing. Heather, can you remember anything else, or do we think that's it?
Aaron, I give you a solid B.
Thank you. I will take that beat.
You had to phone a friend, but I give you a B.
Thank you. It's a group project. I think overall, me and Bailey's group work brought her down to like an A-, but it's still an A. So I'm like really happy about that.
That hits like a bunch of the notes.
In that scene, was Peter did Peter have a bow and arrow?
He's usually with a bow and arrow, so I think so.
Okay.
It would make sense if he was part of the archery contest.
I think he was. I can't. I have nothing to
No
base
one
that
paid
off of.
attention.
I
the
wasn't
archery contest.
here, so
Yeah.
I'm just doing what I
literally
heard
asked,
after
does
the
anyone
fact.
care about that? Everyone went nope, and everyone went like, all right, can we
None
move
of us
on?
are archers.
None of us are archers.
But we're all
It's the least watched.
I don't
event
know
in
where the
whole thing.
archery field is on the green. It's never cropped
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, nobody cares. it's the
Which is-
least watched event. It's the
which
only
is
event that doesn't have
super
like
interesting.
places to sit to watch
Yeah.
it.
It's Thursday
But-
preview night at
Arrow,
Comic-Con.
in
Like they're
person,
not fully
very
set up yet. You don't
cool.
really need to go.
Yeah.
Maybe
But,
if we
yeah,
had bought our
we're-
cousin, we
we're all
would care
in
about the
the-
archery, but we didn't.
What did you say, Heather?
we're all in the process of trying to figure out whether basically should we confront Orton Lucas about
Sure.
because what's his name? What's his face? Their maester is
Fabius?
Fabius is registered at MaesterCon, so he's definitely here because Thorsten bribed young scribe with fucking uppers.
I got drugs.
Yeah, with Adderall and caffeine. So he's definitely registered, so we know he's definitely here. But when we asked
Lyle?
when we asked Lyle the innkeep, he has no idea. Like the Lucases don't have their maester staying with them, which is kind of weird. So he must be staying on the green somewhere or in secret somewhere, hidden.
Well, they're a large party regardless. Like, they're big.
Mhm.
The Lucas's party is
Yeah.
it's sizable to a degree.
I mean, so are we. So
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but-
Yeah. So, where did we just leave off? That's the big one.
I think you guys were talking in the tent, like
Mhm.
trying to plot out like possibly going
Mhm.
back towards the inn or something.
Mhm.
All I know is Mariella not there is what I've been informed.
And anyone who was there, remember?
Mariella
Yeah, you know, after-
went somewhere with horses at the beginning, and
Right. Yeah.
I don't know where.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe after the one-eyed boys were dealt with, everyone had met back up at the tent, and then we were deciding where to go from there.
Okay.
That was my
And-
general understanding.
And I mean, we've got the so we have to figure out what we want to do with the one-eyed boys. No, they left, right? We
They
bribed
left, yeah.
them. They
Yeah,
fucked off.
You gave them money and they left.
You gave them like dragons. You gave them gold dragons or something. But, like some sort of like Tedric,
yeah.
like was throwing around money like a crazy
Yeah.
person.
They're immediately gonna. One of them's gonna kill the other one immediately for
I mean,
it.
probably, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, we couldn't attend your sister's wedding.
Oh, she's not getting married.
You kidding me? It's that other dude that fucking had the loose mouth that's getting killed.
Yeah. So let's see here. I mean, I think I want to deal with. I think we might go back to Marielle in a second, but I do kind of want to deal with what's going on in the tent right now. So, everyone was there talking. Mariella is currently not there. And I believe every one of you has a say in this. Now, I remember you got back together, you discussed what you had found. So what is the plan? What do you all want to do?
I had heard a lot of ideas from everyone, so this is kind of piecing together one big massive idea. If it's possible in the time that we have, if we could get a fake knife, because the way that the bounty is, there was just some fancy. They said they were supposed to take a fancy dagger off of.
The dragon bone one, yeah.
Yeah, so I think as players know why they want the deck because it has the secret compartment, but I don't think that's news traveled to the small folk that are attacking Thorsten. So if we possibly could get a fake knife, give it to Clarissa to go to the place because she is able to blend in pretty well along with people who know how to fight. That way, in case it's a ambush to kill the person and take the knife.
I think the idea was for Nymora specifically because she just looks like a mercenary.
Okay.
What do you mean by fake knife?
Well, it's fake in the sense of it is a expensive enough looking dagger that would warrant. Because all we know of the
you just want a dagger that people believe is expensive.
Yes, because as far as I know of the bounty, they were supposed to take an expensive knife off of a particular looking maester, but we as characters know there's a secret compartment in the original one, but I don't think that's information that's given to.
There's a jade knife that was meant to be a gift.
We don't know, so they just said a fancy dagger off of a particular certain maester. So.
Yeah, so I mean, if you just want to use one of your son's or husband's fancy looking knives, you can. That's not a problem.
Okay. I was just saying in case I needed to spend like actual in-game currency for any of that.
No.
Do we want to keep Thorsten disguised and also with someone who can fight? Now that we know, that way he isn't hurt. I know he's not here, so I'm just going across the board checklist. Sorry if I'm boring.
It might not be a bad idea for the brothers Weirlight to stick together.
Yeah, there we go. Sounds good to me.
That way they're comfortably sitting in the corner.
Yeah. I personally
We're just
don't
gonna
think
go-
we should
put those men
How-
up on the shelf. And...
Yeah. I personally don't think we should talk to the Lucases. Either one, Marita, your brother, or Orton, because if one of them is involved, I feel like anyone but Thorson asking about a maester would bring up suspicion bells. But if we can, at the same time though, if we can use like our other social circles to ask about, maybe see if anyone has seen him. I just don't want either of the Lucases to know we think they might be involved in case one of them is.
I love how we've identified the Lucas threat, not Nate.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that he's probably the one that could like crush our heads.
So we know where the drop point is for the knife. It's, I believe, in on Glipping Street in Flea Bottom. Do we know what that is? Where it is? Like, can I get some information on that? Is there?
I mean, the only way you're gonna learn info about a tavern in Flea Bottom is essentially like talking to people from Flea Bottom.
We
We have one.
Can we talk to our
Yeah, if you if you want to use Alley Cat to be like, what's this bar? And yeah, Alley Cat, yeah, she'll just respond. She'll be like, yeah, I think there's a tavern there. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Helpful.
He goes, I don't know who owns it. Miss Nilling owned it for I think a few years. But she's in a wastebasket now, so I don't know who owns it.
Is it a regular drop point?
No. I've never even heard of doing shit like this. Usually, if I steal something for someone, I mean, I don't do that because I'm an assassin.
Very specific about that point.
She is. But yeah, I don't know. Generally, when you steal something from someone, they want it, and then you give it to them, and then that's that. Just kind of shrugs, like, I don't really know about all this dropping business. It's that's weird.
Overcomplicated.
Yeah. No, this is weird and open and unsecure. So she shrugs.
Well, helpful information. Regardless,
Is
do
it?
we? Yes, go ahead.
No, it's just. Is it like the sort of thing that you want someone to find out?
What do you mean?
I don't know. Maybe it's just me being. Maybe it's just the city getting to me, but everything so far has been just layers and layers and layers. As every time we find something, we find out that there is something behind it that is making that person do a thing. But this is just an open letter. Find this man, bring the knife. That feels very. Ali says that it is. Ali says that it is complicated, but it feels too simple to me.
It would be a very good setup if that's what somebody was going for. Give the King's Guard a tip that whoever killed Adam Dannett is coming with a dagger to this inn. Oh boy, they show up with a dagger to the inn. They get whisked off. It's a possibility. Especially if we were meant to notice. If we were meant to notice that Thorsten was being followed.
But here's the thing, if they wanted to notice, they would have used gold cloaks. They specifically used flea bottom people. People who have in numerous number. I think they just want the knife. They get as many people who are desperate for money after one singular target. I think it's simple enough because it gets what they want. They want the knife. We as a whole know that because the reason is of the hidden compartment within it.
Mm.
They don't want us to have evidence in order to clear our names.
Like I said, my lady, maybe it is just the city getting to me. There have been so many plots that everything is getting all muddied up.
Mm-hmm.
Caution is not a bad thing regardless of what is actually happening here. So when we do go, Nymora, if we are the ones who end up going, we need to keep our eyes open.
That is what you are for. I am only the muscle.
You make a fair point. Should we also investigate the barn?
If you said you saw the maester there and he is not registered anywhere except for at the conference, and
He is
there's
still there
noises
now.
Still there now.
Mm-hmm. Or at least he was an hour ago when Thorsten and I and Henrik were there.
It would be good to see what it is about. I know you're very good at keeping yourself keeping yourself out of sight of anyone, but as dangerous as this is now, I suggest taking either Henrik or Nymora in case something happens. I know Birch is very capable, but things are getting rather dire.
I could bring both of you. If you'd like to come. Who knows what we'll find.
Just kind of look sideways at Henrik, but I do not say anything. Daring him to say yes.
No, you're not up for it, Henrik.
I think Henrik knows better than to. I don't know. He feels really conflicted about like where to go right now, like how he'll be the most useful for anyone. So I think in like a weird. I mean, like talk Clarissa, like I feel kind of out of sorts a bit like Nymora. I feel like it's just I want to be helpful, and I feel like I've just messed up so much recently, and I want to go where I'm needed.
I do not want to be presumptuous, but I worry for my Lord Henrik's safety. Out of everybody who has been harmed the most by all of this, he seems to be the one who is being targeted the most. He was the recipient of the dagger.
Yeah. Sure. I mean, I could still just around Thorsten for a while. You know. I can make sure no one else tries to attack him, and if we stay mostly on the green, so it's a little hard for anyone to just try to attack me without everyone noticing. So
I don't see why that would be an issue.
So where are you going, Henry?
I wasn't sure exactly. Like know like everyone else is trying to go like to the bar. I don't know if I'm necessarily like if I needed to go there or anything. So I could just I kind of want to stay with Thorsten, like one to protect him, and then also like see if I can hear anything like around the area and like where the green is too.
All right. Well, they're the brothers Weirlight. They're just going to be at the inn essentially.
So yeah, no.
Well, actually, they'll probably be in the tent.
Okay, that's fair.
They'll just be in the tent.
No, I think you should.
Yeah. I'll be in the area around there. There's some stuff I might want to do like around the green and everything. So I think I'll just stay around there for a bit.
Okay, but who's leaving to go look at stuff? Is that Clarissa and Nymora?
I think so. Question before we leave though, is Constance any more lucid? At all?
No, not today. No.
Okay, then we leave.
Okay. Yeah, no, she's
before me and Clarissa leave. I would like to kind of to lean into Henrik a little bit and just say, it's like, if you're going to stay on the green and you want something that is going to be more public, maybe talk to that young man who was talking to the one-eyed boys.
Peter? I mean, I know his brother more, but I could try him. I know
Even-
something. Good point.
If nothing else, make more friends.
Hmm.
But you never know where you'll get information from. I'll go with Larry.
Okie dokie. All right, so Mariella, I
Hi.
believe you have gotten Constance clothes. Unfortunately, you do not run into Lyndon Brian. No,
Damn
I'm
it.
so sorry.
No, you're not.
No,
They will forever be out of my reach.
No, not forever. Just listen. I have again.
You've got a timetable, I know. I got it.
So
I just don't know it, so it feels like it'll forever be out of my reach.
forever out of reach. So unfortunately, no. So, but you bring Constance clothes. You also brought some boys' clothes, probably donated by Kevin. Sorry, Kyle.
Yeah, it's
Kyle.
like I imagine it's like I'm not looking for anything like tailored for this person. I'm looking for like ready.
That's adorable that you think Kyle has tailored clothes.
No. But like I'm saying like in her head, it's like no. I'm just looking for like generic fucking clothes. It's like this is an urchin, whatever.
Kyle
So-
the toddler?
Kyle Flowers.
Like 6-year-old?
Kyle is
What?
I think I want to say
I think
9?
he was 10,
He's like maybe like 9,
Yeah.
10ish.
He's like 9 or 10.
th-
He's like 9, 10.
but
Oh my
like
God, he's
like
like 6
thinking
years
of his
old.
future, I gotta be the best cupbearer.
I've been doing
Also-
this all wrong this entire time. I've been picturing a fucking 6-year-old scuttling around.
No,
Serving wine?
no.
No. Kyle's like 10.
Yeah.
No.
I
Yeah.
just didn't question it.
You were just like,
I
yup.
mean,
A cupbearer just sounds so cute. A tiny
I
person. He was like,
bet
Boy,
I mean,
boy, howdy, they do grow up fast in Western.
that's true, but
Yeah. So
so great.
yeah, I mean, all of Kyle's clothes are essentially just like draped onto him, right? So
yeah,
no,
but it's like I've got money. It's like if anything, I can pick stuff up
Oh
on the
my
way.
God.
If anything.
yeah, I mean, there's no like there aren't like clothing stores, right? There isn't like
No,
oh,
yeah,
look,
I
a
imagine.
dress we've made for this cute thing. Like, there's not even really dress stores. There's just like clothing shop. It's like cloth, right?
Yeah.
There's a few that I think do like fittings and stuff. It's mostly for women.
Yeah, I don't
But yeah,
care
you
about
can.
that. This
Yeah,
trial
I
is
mean-
not worth. It's not worth that to me right now.
No, I didn't assume that you're just like I need later, of course.
Maybe,
but,
yeah.
when you have castle sewers, you have your personal sweatshop.
Yeah.
But
I have acquired so many people. Are you kidding me? It's like,
yeah,
hey,
no. So
mommy, daddy, you should hire this person. They're real good at
But yeah,
what they do.
I'm saying it's not an issue. You get like plain gender neutral, therefore boys' clothes.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, I'm assuming she's wearing boys' clothes anyways. I don't think she's running
Yeah.
around in skirts.
Yeah,
I think
no.
she's wearing whatever she can get.
Exactly.
honestly.
Quite honestly, it's true. She has a look, but like it's
Yeah, I think the big thing, like, if I saw her wearing some sort of like cloak or whatever, I want to buy her a
there
different
was like
one.
it's
I
called
want
a
something-
mantle.
Yeah, it's like I want something
like,
different,
rain
like
and
to
stuff.
cover the clothes.
Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah.
That's easy. You just basically take all of Kyle's clothes and goes, "I need these, Kyle." And he's just like, "All right, ma'am."
I probably promise it's like I will make you one very nice outfit when we get back home.
You made like you do as you please, like my lady. Wine.
I just like pat him on the cheek. It's like sweet child.
He smiles. And then he goes back to having to smoke out back with all the other orphan kids who work in the
Sweatshop. Oh god.
This family is so rough. They take all my shit.
I watched Sweeney Todd, and now Kyle.
Oh, I was having that same image. Yes, Toby.
Yeah.
Also, Artful Daughters. Just every
Yeah.
word.
It's just all of them, yeah.
It's
Uh,
all
the
the same
one
origin.
They're passing around a pipe. Just
But- But yeah, I don't know. Did I meet anybody interesting while I was theoretically anywhere else? Enlighten me.
Well, I would have said you would have brought that in, put that down, been abreasted of some of the madness that has occurred.
Okay.
And you've got that new change for Constance. She's not quite ready to have her clothes changed. But,
I imagine, but like all she has is Clarissa's cloak and her undergarments, and I wanted her to have like a proper like her dress for her to
Mhm.
like be comfortable in her things.
Yeah, you've put it aside, but yeah, she's not quite conscious yet.
No, I get that. Yeah.
Then you and Cord went to inspect the horses because people are starting to talk about and prep for the equestrian event.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely saw several noteworthy people, certain nobles, all kinds of interesting folk. If there's one you're thinking of or want to look for, you just let me know. Other than that, it's just kind of most people
damn it.
introduced me.
There are like 5 in the top of my head, and I'm like, oh man.
The
How to
mountain
pick
that
one?
rides.
Name one.
I feel like
We'll
I
see if
should
they're
roll
there.
a personal die to figure out who.
They might not be there, but just
I can give you the list, and you can make your choice.
you just tell me a name. Just tell me who you want to talk to right now.
I think I'd kind of like to run into like Walton.
Okay. Yeah. Well, there, 100%.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
I've got
see
like 5
here.
names. He was one of them.
Mhm.
One of them was like way left field. I'm like, I don't. No, that makes no sense. That's too much of a curveball for you. I didn't want to do it to you.
Yeah. So I think you do run into Walton a bit. He's like maybe coming away from the stables. You're going towards it. You are in each other's vicinity and have now both simultaneously recognized one another. And so now you feel compelled to be polite and move towards each other.
Do I have to do like some sort of composure test to see like how composed I am with like all this shit?
I mean, if you feel you need to, I always welcome it.
It's I kind of want to because I want to see whether or not he can pick up like that I'm like something could be off.
How
with
long
me.
he knows you? Oh,
Yeah.
give
Oh,
me
is
that.
yeah, sure.
So that would just be normal will, or what do you want, or is that like a deception thing?
If you're, I think if you're trying to like mask what you're feeling right now, yeah, probably deception act, deception bluff.
Yeah, I don't have either of those.
Deception works just well.
I think she's probably like. This would probably be the moment of like, oh, okay, Walton, I know him, and because it's been like with strangers and it's like ingrained in her head by Vivian, you don't show weakness to strangers. So it's like kind of put on the strong face. Sure. I kind of hope it's low.
It's not.
Damn it.
2 6. That's real
Sometimes
good.
the dice tell the wrong story. It's okay.
Damn it.
Absolutely.
How good was it?
So,
Oh god, it's 366. Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah, you are kind of walk towards him, and he regards you, kind of like regards you, smiles, then kind of like, and then just like as if he had some kind of second thought about something, but he seems to have gotten over it. Goes towards you. Goes, Mariella. Was like, it's a beautiful day. Like, which
Mm.
it's just like,
Are you You all right?
Something seems a little off about him. And he just is like, how does it fare you?
I must admit that so far the experiences here in Kingslanding have been very mixed to this point, but it's
Oh,
very
yes.
good to see you.
Yes, it's good to see you as well. It must, yes, with everything that's going on. And you know, Adam and whatnot. How's your brother doing?
I feel that he wishes things were different. We're very confused as how things progressed, but I'm sorry. It's just there's been many things on top of another.
He smiles. He goes, nods. So
I'm
just like,
I'm sorry. I feel like my presence might be a problem.
well, he goes, oh, what? No. He just looks confused now. He's like, no. I apologize. I think there's been a misunderstanding. I just, he kind of just like points. He goes, I just got some news.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Are you all right? No, all right.
I would hate to inconvenience you with it.
No, he looks very confused, and he's just like,
It's no. I'm sorry. It's just King's Landing has decided not to be very kind at the moment. So
I understand. Just nods.
but everything should hopefully work itself out. So
Well, I do hope so.
I'm sorry if your news was not well received.
No, my father's sick.
No. What? I'm sorry. That's a very intrusive question. Hopefully it's not too serious.
Do you need to not be here?
I think I'd appreciate that.
Yeah, he will offer his hand to you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you take it?
Yeah.
Cool. He will immediately walk with you, not slowly, but not quite running.
Yeah, like that
Kinda
wouldn't gain attention.
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely gaining attention.
Yeah.
And he immediately basically has your horse is brought out, and he's just getting on his horse.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. Do you get on your horse?
Sure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bailey's like everything I wished for.
Run away with me.
I don't
Be
think
my
it's that.
bride.
And
Let's go be sad.
he basically just says, "You can follow me," and he will ride off into the Kingswood.
Okay. I'm assuming Cord gets on a horse and follows somewhere, or okay. Yeah.
I mean, unless anyone's trying to stop
No,
him.
yeah, no. I would have issues if somebody tried to stop Cord, because Cord could possibly kill them.
Yeah, nobody tries. So do you follow?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I trust Cord to like smack a bitch if shit gets weird.
Of course. He's not gonna let you out of his fucking sight.
Exactly.
Yeah, Cord's got his own horse. He knows what's up.
Yep.
But yeah, all right. We're going to pull away from you real quick.
That's cool.
Vivian, what is your plan now that your people are off to incite bidding?
This point in time, I just want to clarify for time-wise.
Sure.
It's late. There's no it's like later in the evening, isn't it?
It's
like no one's
later
really
in the
out and
day,
about.
yeah. It's like
later in the day?
Oh, yeah, it's later in the day. Like the sun is setting for sure.
Mhm.
But like it's still gonna be light for a while.
All right, so I wanted to see if there's any way I can ask, because I have it in my notes that I asked before, but I never got a confirmation about, or maybe it's just there was an Upper Guild District townhome that had been broken into.
Yep.
And people had died. I had asked around if we could know who the people who had died, but never got confirmation.
No, because nobody knows.
None knows.
None of the basically from people around town aren't mostly people you talk to don't care about it because
Gotcha.
it's just the wrong kind of gossip.
Mhm.
But the only one who really got confirmation was Allie. She confirmed that she knew 3 guys who got hired for a job who disappeared, who were supposed to whoever lived in that house torture and murder.
Okay, but she doesn't know anything about who they are.
No, she's never known the name of anyone she's ever killed.
Yeah. Okay. And if no one of the upper crust knows, then I probably don't have the contacts to find that out myself.
I mean, you could, always go to the home.
Okay, then yeah, if I could, just to see if there are any identifying.
Sure. I'm just trying to figure out who's staying with who and where is everybody. Yeah. Okay. So, Henrik, did you want to go with your mom, or were you planning simultaneously doing something else?
If it's late now, I was actually going to talk to Peter, but I don't know.
Yeah, okay. I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
All right, so Vivian, you're going with, I'm guessing, Micah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's just in there. Yeah, sorry, I'm just trying to divide
Mm-hmm.
people.
I've also bribed some gold cloaks to also watch me, so
yes.
if that becomes permanent.
Fair enough. All right, so you will hire a carriage to get there, I'm guessing?
I don't walk.
I've never walked in my life, and I'm not about to start now.
Exactly.
These filthy peasants.
All right. So
My
yeah,
shoes are not
you-
made for walking. No.
No. All right. Yep. So you are your carriage opens and you stare at the house. There is a banner flying at the top of it.
Ooh. What is the banner?
Well, you recognize it without even having to roll because you've already identified this banner.
Is it the Westbrook banner?
It's the Westbrook banner.
Mm.
On the list. On the list. And from Alley Cat, do I know who exactly was murdered? Because I have it says two
Yep.
people, but I don't know if that was her.
She just she knows that it was two people.
Okay.
She has no idea who.
No idea. Okay.
She wasn't there.
Oh, okay.
And the guys who did it are dead. So
Mm-hmm. Could I? Is it improper to like ask neighbors around, like who, just to get a sense of like who these people were at all? Like,
I mean,
maybe
if
find
you
out who they might be.
if you wanna, a lot of people who live in
Or-
this district are at the tournament and whatnot.
Okay. then that's-
At the moment. So if you want to break in, this is probably honestly the time.
Should I break in? I don't... Yes, I shall. For adventure's
So
sake.
by you, I'm guessing you mean
Cool.
Micah.
No, Micah, of course.
Okay. Yep. And he's like, "Do you want me to try and use some form of subtlety, ma'am, or do you want me to kick the door in?"
Oh,
Like subtlety if you can, but you know, it's.
Would you be
well,
terribly disappointed if I couldn't?
Not be subtle? No, I would not be terribly disappointed.
Thank you, ma'am. And he just turns and kicks the door in.
and Mike's the best.
What's this meant?
With the
Oh,
hair
guards
flowing
are
in the
amazing,
wind, with that
guys.
peach,
He's got a whole
whatever.
Fabio vibe going on. Oh, so nice.
Yep.
Sweet Micah.
So, kicks the door in and immediately goes, "Ooh. I would clench your nose, ma'am."
Mm-hmm. Take out a handkerchief.
Yikes.
Damn perfume. Okay.
Do you go in? Micah,
Yeah.
of course, will be 1st
Mm-hmm.
as he is
Yeah, I'll go
Micah.
in.
Excellent.
Micah.
Cool. I am going to need you to make an endurance resistance test.
Don't throw up. Don't throw
What?
up.
Combat. What is endurance even? So it's flat endurance. Here we go.
Got this.
Puke, puke, puke.
Oh, no.
Hey, that's not bad. You don't have to puke immediately, but you are holding some in your mouth.
Oh. Mhm.
horrifying.
Yeah, it smells
Ooh.
unlike anything you've ever smelled. You do get like small flashbacks maybe to some darker points in your life, but this is truly horrific.
Oh.
You see Micah has lit an oil lamp and has moved it over an area. And you do see two rotten piles of something.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
And as you look a little closer, you do see one had a very, probably at one point, you think maybe orange dress. Not sure what that color is now. And these bodies look, you do not know. You don't know anything. It's just they don't look like people no more.
Mm-hmm. She did say tortured and murdered.
Mm-hmm.
Why torture? Okay. I'd like to take a look around, see if there's, I don't know,
Sure.
other people who had lived here. Maybe I am not.
You want to look at the place?
Yeah.
Sure. Okie dokie. Let's see here. Let's do. There's so many things. Let's just do awareness.
Okay. Na, 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 na. Oof, only 6.
6. Well, there's not really much down here. It looks like there's a staircase going up to whatever upper landing there is, and then there's another door in the townhome that is near the stairs, but it's just a weird looking door.
Okay. I'd like to have Micah check that room for the
door
that's by the stairs before we go.
Cool. It's locked. Micah will kick it for like a minute or so, and then
won't budge.
It will, but no, and then it does break.
Oh!
It
good
just
job,
took.
Micah.
It just took.
A sturdy door. I got it.
Mm-hmm.
You would be surprised how easy doors are to break.
Mm-hmm. And it is a staircase going down.
My danger sense is tingling, but yeah, let's go down.
Alrighty. So Michael will go down first, then you come down after him, and you discover a room. Micah has to kind of walk around it for you to get a kind of idea. You found a room. It's all basically like, it's like pure stone flooring. There's no attempt to cover it with anything like that. It's got these 2 large tables set up there. And it has what looks like this looks like a place where someone maybe does laundry, because there's like clothes everywhere, but there's like a lot of different kinds of women's clothing, from varying in style. Looks like all just like hung up or folded or needs cleaning or something like that. And then there is the other side of the room, which looks like there was a wall that has been a stone wall that's been knocked in.
What?
And you hear like, not here, but you smell something.
What? Go check it out.
Yeah. All right. And hold the light up. It looks like it's an entrance into the tunnels under the city.
What? Why are there? I'm so confused. I don't. Is there? Does it look like I don't. Vivian probably doesn't have the knowledge for it, but
No, you're very confused at this very long tunnel because you've never heard of, you're not really sure what's going on.
yeah. Micah, do you know what this is? I don't.
Yeah, I mean, he's shaking his head. If you want to find any more details in the room, you could
Yes.
make another awareness test.
Okay, I shall, because I'm not tunnels. There we go. Flat awareness. And 14.
Oh, wow, that's really
Right.
good. Yeah, you actually started to notice some other things. It looks like these string like posts with like leather straps on them. A couple of those. And a thing that Micah will tell you is called a rack, which is a torture device.
They bring this in here? Or is
You're
it-
not.
is it-
It doesn't look. It doesn't look that recently used. There's not like blood all over it or anything.
But does it? I guess I wouldn't know anything about it. But does it look like it was a part of this plate, or was it brought in?
I mean, it kind of looks like this plate. It belongs here a little bit. And you keep moving, and then a far wall. There's like this lovely drape that's kind of covering this corner of the room.
Yeah, I'll have Micah remove.
Micah will remove it, and you find what looks like built into the wall that's like encumbrances the corner is a like a little like iron girded cage.
What the fuck?
Oh, I should not be here.
And
I'm in danger.
And inside it is what looks like a very, very, very still young woman.
Oh no! No! Is she breathing? Is she dead? Can I?
I mean, she's not
Micah,
moving.
Micah, go
Aaron,
see.
yeah.
Micah, go see.
Aaron, fucking Jif, yeah.
Okay,
I'm
he kind
Not
of
a
like
good-
holds the lamp up and he's just like, madam.
Yes, Micah.
No,
what?
not you. He's like talking to the.
Oh, okay. I assume that Micah all the time. Continue. I'm freaking out.
He's just like, madam. He's just like shakes the cage a little bit. She's not responding. The door is locked, and he's just like jingling it.
Is there a set of keys anywhere that I can see in this weird torture shape?
Not that with the 14, you did get a good look around.
Yeah.
Not that you saw.
Okay. Can I move around? Maybe see her face. See if I don't. Maybe I've seen.
You could. You do have a. Do you believe Vivian has a slender enough wrist? She could reach through.
I think so.
Very well.
Mm-hmm.
There's definitely enough to get maybe up to your elbow through, so you could, if you want to touch her.
Oh, if she's not moving, I'll have Micah do it. I ain't gonna touch a corpse. Not about that. Sorry. Nope.
Yep. So Micah will try and reach through, but unfortunately his armored arm is far too.
Okay. I'll use my delicate lady hand.
Are you sure? You do
if
have a fan.
If I can, yeah. Can I use my fan? I will burn it later to try and just.
Yeah, you could kind of move her hair. It looks like a fairly attractive young woman. Her face is very sunken and sallow. And it looks like, from what you can tell, this woman, as you move her and touch her, it does not feel as a person would. This person seems dead. And with Micah kind of getting in there with the lamp, basically, it looks like there's a very skinny young woman in here. It looks like not really sure how, but Micah's guess is she starved to death.
What is happening? And you said a bunch of different girls' clothes were in here.
Yep.
Varying sizes also. And oh my god. Okay. Are there any is there a status roll I could perhaps make for any identifying like color combinations in some of the dresses maybe?
Like to see if any of them are like noble girl? Sure, absolutely.
Okay.
Why don't you just make that status roll?
Okay. Would it be breeding or reputation or anything or flat?
We're just gonna say status at this point.
Understood. 20.
So most of them are just very arbitrarily colored.
Okay.
There is one dress though that sort of does. You feel like you've maybe seen it before. It is a sort of maroonish color with gray running through it, which are the colors of House Danet. Looks like there was an attempt to refurbish and make it nice again, but it looks like it was given up. The cut down the center of it was too damaging to the fabric.
It's just full slash down the.
No, from like near the like where the waist would start down, like the dress part, like the flowy part.
Okay. Right. Okay. And this door was locked, so I guess the gold cloaks didn't know it was here. Okay.
Seeing as those bodies haven't moved, people maybe don't think that anybody knows anything about this house.
Yeah.
Is the thing.
Okay. Yeah. Or the Westbrooks doing? Was this? I don't know. I'm right. Okay, I'm gonna have all this information. Are there? Okay. The only thing I can think of is to maybe look for like notebooks or any scraps of paper with anything that could tell me what's been going on here. Maybe check upstairs as well. But,
Sure. There's no like paper or anything down here that you've seen. Just kind of what we've described.
Yeah. Okay.
Mike is like, well, what should we do about, and gestures to like the cage.
Fuck. I don't know. Because I don't know who this girl is.
If you want to try and like identify her, you could try.
Okay, yeah. What would I have to roll to try and identify it?
Honestly, it's a status breeding test.
Oh, okay. A Highland one in breeding. Here we go. Oh,
22.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
flex.
phenomenal. You are almost entirely and 100% certain this is some peasant bitch. You don't know who this is. This is no one of any kind of status or breeding.
Okay.
No, it was not Iris Dan.
You guys gotta stop.
Okay. I don't know what to do because I feel like this could be good proof, but I don't know who to give it to. I also don't know if it would be any proof at all.
It's something.
Yeah. Okay. Because Topper's super corrupt, I feel like I can't tell him or the gold cloaks, but I just don't want. Oh God, I don't know. This is a lot. I definitely will tell everyone else, like in the house, but I don't know what to do about this. I'm not about to bury this girl because I don't really care particularly. Okay. I think I'll just save this information if I can. With the bribe that I have, do I have like a say as to what the gold cloaks who are possibly tailing me could do? Like if I
No,
okay.
not really.
Okay.
If you wanted to spend more money on those people individually, well, we can have a different conversation.
Okay, because I kind of because now that I've been in here, I kind of want this house watched in case people try to come clean it up. So
Sure.
I don't know. That sounds so dumb. I'm sorry, I'm holding up everybody's time. Yeah,
You're fine.
You're fine.
You're real good.
This is fascinating.
yeah.
Flabbergasted by this.
We're in a
shit.
murder
This is-
basement. Come on.
This
Yeah,
this is watching a let's play of someone play a horror game to me.
Oh,
This
and,
is very
and
fun.
for sure, yeah. It's like, oh, oh.
Yeah, if I could, yeah, I will, because I don't want to, yeah, I'll just take all this information with me and pay the 2 gold cloaks that are shadowing me to not hinder anyone coming out, just to let me know what they look like.
Watch this house.
Watch this house, yeah.
Or the board thing, and then you just like gold dragon each, and they go, yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. They didn't have plans tonight, so like, fuck yeah, like
Easy job, sure.
100%. So, like one of them's gonna get really drunk with a bunch of whores. The other one is going to finally get enough shoes for every member of his family.
Oh.
Which one? The one that dies. We'll find out.
Damn it, Tony.
I'm just saying, next time any of you kill a gold cloak member, it might be that guy.
When have we ever killed a gold cloak?
I don't know. Things
Things
happen.
can happen.
Who's
Things
to
can
say it
happen.
won't happen
Yeah,
in the
yourself sound
future?
Real suspicious, Tony.
Why would have you? Who would have said that? It's ridiculous.
What kind? This is slander.
So, did you go upstairs or no?
Do you want to check upstairs for anything like, if there's any kind of like paperwork or paper trail
Sure.
anywhere up here? Just
Why
trying
don't
to
you
cover
make an
all
awareness
bases before-
test?
Okay, just trying to cover the bases before I dip out of here. I feel like I'm pushing it. Combat awareness. Here we go.
I'm in danger.
12. That is, yeah. You do actually find in there, it's like a really simple upstairs. It's like there's like a guest room, and then there's like a full room. And in the full room, you do find like a ledger, like that seems it has names, and then underneath the names there's just numbers, and it's like it's very, I think it's very odd. They're just sort of like underneath one another. And then just that kind of continues on, and apparently you do kind of find the numbers all sort of represent, you think, from you and Micah looking at it, like hair color.
I don't like this.
And you do find several like stacked small slips of paper. They're all stacked up near the fireplace, and they're just very short. It just says something like, "I have like I'll take any blondes if you have them," and just sort of things like that. They're not signed by anyone. It's just like requests almost.
Okay. Are any blondes, if you have them, is that in the same, is all these notes in the same hand as in the ledger, or are these two different
No,
hands?
these are completely different hand. Each note's completely different.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I'm snatching this up and the ledger. I'm taking this with me.
And the ledger is definitely owned by Lord Westbrook.
Okay. Got it. Okay, ledger owned by...
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but selling people into slavery is illegal
It
in
is.
Westeros, isn't it?
It is.
Okay. Yep.
Highly illegal, in fact.
One might say.
I'm gonna go take all the, if I don't see anything else.
It is in fact bounds for execution and/or banishment.
Mhm.
Jesus Christ.
So what
fuck
if-
out. Get the fuck out. Please leave.
What if it's not? Okay. If it's just any one. Oh fuck. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take the notes, shove them in the ledger, and I'm gonna take the ledger with me. And if there's nothing else that I can find, I will leave. Any evidence of a baby been in here
Leave.
recently?
Not that you can tell.
Not fair.
There is on the boudoir. There is a box of like, one might say, an incredibly eclectic collection of jewelry.
Okay. Like what's like is
Oh, just
as
you
in
know.
as in from the different girls they for sure tortured, murdered, enslaved. No. Any of them have a house like I saw the house colors of Danet downstairs.
Yeah.
Is there anything in this jewelry box that has like their house sigil or anything? Or
I'll give that to you.
Okay.
Yes, there is a pendant.
I'm gonna take that.
And the pendant does have a pomegranate on it.
Yep. Okay. Or should I take the whole jewelry box? I'm gonna also take the whole jewelry box just to show, the correlation of. Okay, I feel. Oh, this sounds like such a bad idea.
This whole thing is bad. It's so bad. I feel I'm gonna die. I'm not even there.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the. Okay, I'm going with my gut. I'm taking the whole.
Okay.
I'll take the whole jewelry box with everything.
All right. All right, and then you leave the horrible smelling place.
Mhm.
And then the moment you're outside, you need to vomit.
Yep, I'm gonna. If I can hold my fan to just block the view as I just turn to a alleyway and just. Oh god. Oh fucking seven.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Micah, of course, simultaneously doesn't lick and hold the hem of your dress back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we need to go. We need to go.
Not the dress. Not the dress.
Yep.
God.
All right. Yep. So you have discovered that, and then off we go.
Horrifying.
Mm-hmm.
Awful. 0
Uh,
stars on Yelp.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. Henrik, what you doing, bud?
Henrik's just walking around green, feeling good. Nothing's wrong.
Cut to jaunty pop music and sunshine on Henrik's face as he walks down the green.
I don't know.
I'm just like, hi guys. Hey.
It's like Beatles music. It's like that super pure poppy, like upbeat music. Yeah.
I don't want it to cut to me, no.
It's gotten to you, bud.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
Well, I did kind of want to take Nemora's advice and talk to Peter because it was interesting. He was talking with the One-Eyed Gang, and I don't know, it was weird. Maybe he's connected somehow. I'll see if I can track him down.
Yeah, sure. It's not hard. He's literally the only person one of the only people at the archery range, just like, shooting off some wood,
Is that the slang for it these days?
It could be. You don't know.
I'm
Get in the
for
archery
it.
scene, we'll see.
Shooting off the wood.
You know what?
2020.
I think Henrik had to ask a couple people, was like, oh yeah, this is the archery range.
I was like, oh, okay. There's no
Yeah.
bleachers set up. Everyone's just like, oh, okay.
Oh, this
Doesn't
is
sound right, but I don't know enough about archery to test it.
yeah.
But yeah, he's like one of the only ones there, his age, just like.
He's is he good?
He's really fucking good, actually.
For him.
He's like aggressively good. At one point, he just like grabs a handful of arrows and is just like, and he's just maybe afterwards he's like, just breathing a little
Getting
hard.
some anger out. I feel it, man. I feel it. I think I'll just like do that cool guy thing of no introduction, but like just walk up and like, you're good at that. Something like that. I was impressive.
So
Thank
when
you.
you say you're good at that, he like turns and looks at you, and then he like looks you up and down, and he goes,
Oh god.
What do you want? I'm over here. I'm where no one else is. I'm doing the thing no one gives a shit about. Can you just leave me the fuck alone? Please.
Dude. Oh, this poor dude. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to upset you or anything. I felt I saw you back at the God, what was it called? The party before, and
The welcome piece.
welcome piece. Thank you. And I don't know, I thought I was being rude, but I wanted to introduce myself to you because I'm Henrik. I know you're Peter, right?
Yeah, I mean, if this is legit, yeah, you can do persuasion charm to be like,
Yeah.
hey, what's up? Like, let's start a dialogue, bro.
Mm-hmm. Oh, bro. Yeah.
See how
That's the
necessary
goal.
this is.
A charm. Okay.
Oh,
Oh.
jeez.
Yeah, that's a charming. That's a bit of a charming boy there. Yeah. So you say all that, and he's just like, "Oh,
But if you'd rather be alone, that's fine. I get it, honestly. So.
I mean, no, I mean, sure, but just I saw you, with Layden and Bruce and."
I roll my eyes when he starts to mention the other ones. I'm like, okay, yeah.
All them, so I just assumed you were here to do something to get better in their graces, or I don't know. Maybe you just weren't feeling. You just weren't feeling yourself. You had to go yell at someone. I don't know, man.
Oh.
But yeah, no.
Oh.
If you want to talk, like, sure. Don't know why, but yeah, I'm Peter. I remember you. Cool, you remember me. That's a unique ability.
It's one of my many gifts. So, for that.
Yeah, I believe that. And he just like,
Oh, no. Your brother's a good man, and Walton's okay too, but just the others are
yeah, no, he's fucking,
A lot.
he's real great. Yeah.
right. No, they're all just a lot, and I think I tried too hard to be something I wasn't. And I think I made a bad
A piece of
impression.
shit.
I wasn't gonna go that far, but fair. I can't make that call, so it's fine.
I mean, yeah,
Sure.
like it's what they are. Like they're like all pretty fucking garbage. I mean,
They
the
kind
worst
of
thing-
are.
yeah, I mean the worst thing about my brother is he's really nice to me. And really cool and really supportive. But then he's also the only one anyone ever cares about, So it's like I want to hate you because you make my life miserable, but you're nice, so you can't even fucking give me that. You know what I mean? I don't feel like you know what I mean. I don't think you will ever understand what I mean.
I'm not
But-
even gonna pretend. I wasn't even gonna pretend to try, man. I'm the oldest of my family, so
Fuck, really? All right.
yeah. But
Like, cool. I'm like not well spoken. Nor do I like people, and I was predominantly raised by my family's huntsmaster, who is also my older half brother. He's like 30 or something.
makes sense now why you just like seriously destroyed that target over there. I can really shoot a deer when it's 10 feet in front of me. That's impressive.
Oh wow, that's wow, really? That sucks.
Yeah, it does. Okay. Better.
Mhm.
All right, come.
Is there something
better...
you need? Because like I feel like you're really floundering for a topic here, and I feel like maybe you just want something.
Thank you for doing this. Yeah. Oh, I did want to apologize. That was legit. And I also wanted to ask who the weird one-eyed guys with eye patches you were talking to.
Oh yeah, that's
What's up
Sturge.
with them?
That's Sturge
Yeah.
and the One-Eyed Boys. Yeah, they're really cool.
They like in the archery competition or something?
No, but they did a knife throwing competition. They kind of organized it for like all the other small folk, and they're really good. But I beat the shit out of all of them, and now they're like, "You're an
Wow.
honorary one-eyed boy," and I'm like, "Well, if all the machinations that my family has spent generations building suddenly comes to light and their entire infrastructure falls, I'm just going to cut my eye out and become an assassin, I guess."
Yeah. I like this guy. He's cool.
Second,
All right.
second son life. It's like,
All
I
right,
gotta
Peter.
do shit.
Yeah. Well, I guess it is always another possibility for you. Most of my decisions are already made for me, so I think I'm pretty set, unfortunately.
Like, oh, okay, cool.
But
Sounds real sad.
fine. They say anything about? I met one of them earlier, and they.
Oh,
just
you want to
seemed
know
really-
things about them? Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Listen,
they just seem shaded from.
just ask me what you want to know, because like this is already making me sweaty, and I just kind of want to go back to shooting and like.
All right, sorry. I'll get out of your hair soon. This is all right. Yeah. Did they say anything to you?
Did they say anything to me? Yeah, well, yeah. They talk about how they really want me to join, and I think one of them might have a crush on me, which is weird because they're all like in their late 20s, and
That is weird.
no, it's weird. Like what specifically? Because we talk about.
I guess
things.
like, did they mention like what they do? Like obviously assassins and shit.
They're assassins.
Obviously, but like, did they say anything about like what they were doing around here?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
don't tell me that.
I guess. Like.
Just man, the sooner like said,
Yeah, they're
sooner you answer this,
looking
better I
for
can-
they're looking for he's looking for a maester.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's got something he needs, and he's like, "Do you want to know more?" And I'm like, "No."
That was probably the
Why
smartest
Fuck
answer.
would
yeah.
I don't get involved. My sister and my brother are always trying to bring me in on their shit, but their shit is crazy, and I feel like there is more dignity in what a Harlequin performer does than it is sometimes the shit I've seen in my fucking house.
Ooh.
So
Shit.
I'm very happy in my fucking yurt out in the wood. Out in the wood, waiting to kill a buck, and I'm like pretty happy with that. Is this cemented to you yet that you shouldn't be talking to me?
Do you make him live outside?
This poor boy. I don't know.
Does he live
I feel
in the
it.
backyard?
I hate
With a
making
dog?
this conversation. This sucks. Yeah. I mean, if you don't want to talk to me, it's very clear. So I'll get out of your hair and leave you to be shooting. And sorry to interrupt. We're really good at that, though.
Like, well, thank you. I okay. Fuck. As you just like.
Let's leave.
Okay. Yeah.
Alright, that didn't. No new information. Not to him. It's okay. Well, I'm gonna be in blissful ignorance for like another hour until my mother returns home and tells me about everything. So I'm just gonna have a good time and walk around the rest of the green.
Fantastic. All right.
try.
Clarissa and Nimora, where
Yes.
you headed? What are you selling?
Okay.
What are you buying?
So we have this fancy knife. And we're going to go to the tavern. Say, hey, guess what? I got this off of the maester. I want my bounty. Right?
Probably we should do the other thing first, and then we'll do that thing, just in case we actually do die. Who knows?
Okay. All right.
So what's the other thing? It's you going to
The barn.
the barn.
Right. We have a high chance of dying at both places, but this one feels slightly lesser.
Yeah. Get my. Make sure I have multiple knives on my body. Strap everything on.
Mhm.
We head that
All
way.
right. Yeah, you head that way. So it's you, Birch, and Nimora. Okay.
Yes, my mouth knife. The one that I took from the child that has scabies. I'm definitely putting that in my mouth.
It's the smartest decision you could have made. Yeah. So yeah, you find your way back to that barn.
Cool. I will stop Nymar real quick, and I want to kind of sneak up, and I want to hear if I can hear anyone in there.
All right, make an awareness notice test.
Notice.
Excellent, and now I need a stealth test.
All right. I can also re-roll 2 of those ones, but there's the stealth.
Excellent. All right, so you get close, and you go to listen, and you definitely hear breathing, because underneath, like, the foundation, from where you're kind of sneaking out near the door, you definitely hear from like a gap on the foundation. You hear breathing in that gap, and you are stealthy enough to not rouse the very large dog that is chained up underneath it. It looks like he is asleep.
Like chained up in the front of the house?
Essentially, the chain would be attached to the front, actual like outside wall of the house, and it goes underneath, and there is a dog sleeping like in the kind of crawl space underneath the house.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go back to Nymora and say, are you prepared to kill a dog?
Do I have to?
Yes. I want in that building. I'm not going to say no. I'll cover Birch's eyes while you do it.
Will you please? I don't want them to have to see this.
Birch doesn't care. He's killed dogs.
Let me anthropomorphize the dog.
Sure.
There you go.
All right.
Would you
is
like
there
to
any-
stealth forward?
Well, I was going to ask, is there anybody else that you heard first? Because if this dog starts barking.
I did not hear anyone, but just the dog.
All right. I will. I'm not as quiet as you are, but let's give it a shot. All right. I will try to stealth forward.
Excellent.
I would like to use a destiny point to re-roll that, please.
Very well.
So I'm down to 1 left.
9 is the exact number you needed. You managed to sneak up over. You do see where the dog is. If you want to coup de grace the dog with your spear.
Yeah. 7th, forgive me for taking an innocent life. Would never hurt anybody. And I will just plunge my spear down into the dog's neck.
Yep. Now, of course, as you pull it out, you do see this dog. This dog is for sure killed plenty of people.
Got the filed teeth and the.
I mean, it looks like a street bred attack dog.
Yeah.
It's got enough scars. This dog is in fact a murderer.
You've done a good service, Namor.
Exactly. You've solved the case.
Dogs don't murder, people murder.
Birch murders. So, I mean,
all right. So the dog is dead, quite impaled. Dies as quick as one can from impalement. And you may go into the barn if you wish.
let's go.
Pull my spear out. I'm just
All right, excellent. It's locked. But it doesn't feel like locked. It's like dudunk. Like there's something blocking the door.
like a chain or something,
Maybe
or a block of wood.
it probably a wood block.
Uh,
Now, I will
there-
also notice there are holes essentially in either side where there would be windows, but there's just not anything because nobody really has glass in this part of town. Also,
No.
just dilapidated.
Glass is expensive. Do you want me to boost you through one of those holes?
Perfect.
All
All right, Clarissa, athletics. You get a +2.
I lift her up and I just hold her like a cheerleader.
That's the +2. There you go. Yeah, +2. Yeah, absolutely. You get pushed into the window. I will tell you, the window was not actually that high up,
Good.
but it was good to have Nomura give you a boost. You crawl through, and you do land on the other side. And you your passive awareness would notice there is a block blocking the door. It's a little wooden block. It looks like you could pretty easily remove it.
Yeah.
However, the door looks like it opens in. It also looks like there's a bear trap.
What the fuck?
Okay.
What the fuck kind of Looney Tunes bullshit? Who are these people? Who put
There
a
is-
bear trap in a barn?
There is a loaded, cocked bear trap right at the entrance. You also look down, and your foot is standing at the very edge of a wolf trap.
Oh.
But you technically got 11, which was 5 over the target number, so you did not trigger the trap by literally the exact amount you needed.
Clarissa, is there any kind of Looney Tunes bullshit going on in there? Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm gonna get get around the wolf trap. Can I move the bear trap? That's gonna be really fucking loud, though.
It's going to be very heavy and very loud, yeah.
Can the door open without hitting the bear trap?
Yes.
Okay, I'll move the block, and as I open the door, I'll point it out to Naimora and be like, "Don't step on that."
Alright.
Yeah. Because it looks like you would step down into this place, and from the door, you wouldn't necessarily see
See it.
the
Okay.
Like a
spot
little
from the
lip.
side. Yeah.
Alright. So
Yes.
somebody was expecting company.
I've been here. They all saw me. We should definitely keep an eye out going forward. Can't imagine it ends here.
Why would you put traps in a place that's already been used for whatever you used it for. Unless there's something still here.
There are people in the basement for sure, so
Mhm.
let's figure out how to get down there.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Fly out
weird.
for more fucking traps. And roll investigation.
Yeah, right? Jeez.
Search for traps.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and find the entrance to the basement if it's just a staircase or a...
Yeah, it's very easy to find because there's nothing in this upstairs thing besides those 3 traps. There's
Mhm.
literally nothing. Just some like a broken table, smell. But you know those like barn cellar doors you see outside, the big like grab and pull open. You basically just see a set of those. It's quite obviously it probably leads to staircases that goes down.
Okay. What are the chances that it is either locked or I don't know what these people do. Is it covered in poison? Is that how it works?
It's about 50-50 at the
Are the
moment.
handles poison? Can I get like some
Could we use the wood block to like pull on the door maybe?
Yeah.
That was in the
Yeah.
other door?
Yeah.
There we go.
All right. Well, make an athletics test.
well, it'll be me doing this.
Yes.
I'm a strong girl.
Mhm. Nice.
That
Yeah,
was
you
guarded.
pry open
me.
one of the doors and it just goes. It's open. Nothing popped out, nor did a gas shoot out or anything like that. So
Perfect.
No poison darts, okay.
Nymora, would you like to go down the staircase first?
Not really, but I will.
Thank you.
All right. Is it dark down there? Is it just like pitch black or?
There is light actually coming down from there. It's less of a staircase going down and more what looks like a step ladder going down.
Okay, but there's light down there.
There is light down there, yeah,
Okay.
and odd noises.
Ooh.
Yikes.
Ooh. Describe
Yeah.
noise.
I don't know if Nymora has ever heard these noises. They are
Fucking.
but no.
Like, Nemora's definitely heard that.
Yeah, I mean, Clarissa's definitely heard noises like this. It sounds to you like a Maester's laboratory.
Okay.
Sounds like
Yeah.
it sounds like a kitchen.
Yeah. Okay.
Kind
Yes.
of like all right. I will start climbing down the ladder.
Yeah, you go down. It's pretty short. It's a short ride. You see a back wall full of strange glass and odd bits and bobs, and just sitting fires. Small, just like contained flame. There are also, as you turn, 4 different tables. Looks like that were brought down here, and there are people on the tables.
Oh, 7.
In various states of dress.
Do you include skin in states of dress, or?
Yes, a little bit for some of them. You do see ones whose body and chest is just fully open.
Okay.
Oh boy. Okay.
But the that one seems kind of tucked away from the other 3. The other 3, their bodies look like to be like chained to the table.
And those are the only people down here.
Yep, that you can see. Okay. It's not a big room.
Doesn't look like our maester's here.
Yep. With the all clear, I'll just put Birch on alert, I guess, at the top and leave the door open and climb down.
Okay. Yep.
I avert your eyes a little bit. It's not. Some of it's not good.
Rarely is.
Yeah, Clarissa, you do see the bodies.
Can I look at the faces?
Sure, of the one whose insides are on the out, or the one of the three chained to the table.
Let's go with the ones chained first.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure. It looks like three. It looks like two men and a woman. The eldest man looks maybe 19. The youngest looks like, 14, 15.
Kids.
And there is a woman of, it could be late teens, it could be 20s, you're not sure. But you don't recognize any of them.
Are any of them breathing?
If someone would like to make a healing diagnosis check to tell if a person is dead.
Can't I just hold a mirror up to their mouth or something? God.
No. You have a pocket mirror? You have non-mental class? Yeah, you have.
Green.
You're like, maybe. But well, you're good at murdering people.
I'm really good at making sure things are dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Naimora, you're not sure. If you wanted to try Clarissa, you could.
I'm okay, I think.
Okay.
The man whose insides are outside.
Yes.
This is probably going to sound like, was it recently outside? Or has it been... I'm going to have to make a healing roll, I'm sure, but...
You have to do it anyways.
Thorsten.
Channel your inner Thorsten.
Is one better than three?
No.
Okay.
You look at it and go,
Mm-mm.
like whatever line of thinking was associated with that, that's gone. I've buried that because I need to still do things today.
Yes. All of the other stuff, all of the things bubbling and boiling.
Yeah.
I'm not the best person for this, but can I figure out what they're doing? If it's poison, if they're, I'm just trying to get a feel for what he's making.
Mm-hmm.
Or if it's just strange experiments on people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it would be a... Oof. Did you have any specialties in, let's see, education, in knowledge? Do you have any knowledge specialties?
Just streetwise.
Yeah, well, that won't exactly help you here.
No. If not, that's totally fine. I can describe it. Maybe I'll just try and capture it all, think about it, and then I will ask Thorsten in as much detail as I can.
Sure.
Is there anything else around here besides the tables and the bodies?
There is what looks like with your actually now that you're down here and you've looked around a bit, I know what your passive is, but I want you to make an active notice test, Clarissa.
Ooh. I can reroll two ones. Yeah. 1.
So 12 and 17.
Nice.
All right. Yeah. That's definitely better for sure, but not well, you do notice there's a candle lit in one area, and there's looks like a large ledger, like a note, a place where you normally would a storekeeper would keep a ledger, but it looks like it's just been used for notes.
Mm-hmm.
It's none of it's in Westerosi. It's definitely a different language.
Ooh.
But with a 17, you do notice the ink on the last note is wet.
I immediately like stealth, and I know that Namora is still there, but she immediately just like ducks.
I'm just standing there.
And then she turns around and she says, "I think there's someone here. The ink is wet."
Ink takes a few minutes to dry. They could have left like 15 minutes ago.
Let's go.
All right.
So where are you going? What are you doing?
Leaving.
Oh, you're leaving. Okay.
Do you want to take the thing?
Yes, I'm gonna take the pile of notes.
Okay. When you go back over that area, please make another awareness test.
Oh no.
Destiny points, girl. You got destiny points. Use them.
Just awareness?
No, you can use notice.
Okay.
And any other kind of weird benefits you have with that.
It's just that one.
20.
Better.
It's very good. Yeah. So you grab the notes and you just look over, and basically there's a pile of like tarp sort of just discarded in this corner. It looks like just a pile, but you do now see in between two things there are a pair of eyes looking at you, hiding in what looks like the equivalent of the laundry basket.
What the fuck?
Clary?
Namora. And
Yeah?
there's someone in the laundry?
All right.
All right.
How quietly did you say that?
Quietly.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
still trying to be stealthy.
All right, why don't you take? I mean, this person obviously sees you. Why don't you try and make me? If you want to not alert them, you can make a deception roll.
Oh.
To be like, oh, I didn't see a pair of eyes. Well, I'll
Yeah,
just be over here now.
Bluff or just deception?
Oh, bluff would 100%, I think, could work here.
Woo!
Mm-hmm. You're like, well, nothing strange over here.
Oh my god!
I'm just gonna. I don't know what you want me to do about this.
You believe nothing happens. You go over to Naimora. You very quietly say,
There's someone in the laundry.
Okay. I'm going to like lean my forehead like kind of against Clarissa's, like almost like it's like a tender moment almost, and then and says, "Do you want me to stab it? Am I stabbing the laundry? What am I doing?"
Maybe we threaten to stab the laundry first. And see if the laundry reacts.
Alright.
I'm just gonna start flipping through the pages and kind of like watch.
all right, Naimora, how do you handle this? Tell me about this laundry and how you're threatening it.
Alright. So I'm going to just start using the blunt end of my spear. Just kind of like start poking underneath like tables and just like tapping to the floor, and just like I'm kind of like looking at things and like kind of gingerly poke the very obviously dead body, and then go over to the laundry and just ram the butt of my spear into the front of it.
All right. Cool. Why don't you just make me a fighting test with your spears, -1 die from it.
Okay. So minus my expertise die, so it's basically just
Yeah. So you just go, and you just hear.
Oh, the laundry's talking.
And you should have noticed the pile has gone.
Will you move the tarp, Naimora?
I'm gonna keep my spear like pressed down, like almost pinning a little bit.
Okay.
But I'm going to use my foot to like move the tarp, kick the tarp away a little bit.
You see an unconscious old man.
Oh, this was our greatest foe yet.
So good. Is it the maester?
It is.
Cool. Can we take him?
All right.
Do you think we could wrap him in tarp?
Fully unconscious.
It's like the best outcome.
You just he has 3 health.
Directly in the head. I'm so sorry, old man, but you're torturing people, so I'm not actually that sorry.
It's true. Okay, yeah, with the tarp, can I kind of like have Naimora toss him over her shoulder and then wrap him up like he's yeah.
You notice he's clinking a lot.
Can I find the Yeah, let's do that first. If I notice him starting to clink, I'll be like, hold on, and I'll start looking through him, seeing what he's
your
got.
Passive, I'll give it to your passive. He's got these strange globes of glass. That are looks like he has like hooked onto his maester chains. One has rolled out of his hand and is actually just kind of tinging right there at Naimora's foot.
What do the contents look like, Tony?
Look like maybe some clear liquids. Others are a little foggier. It's kind of hard to see.
Okay, I will collect the bottles very, very carefully. I'll even like take the chains off so that I'm not even touching them, and I'll just wrap them up separately in a nice tarp and put them in my bag or whatever. Get them out of his possession.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm just to be real safe, I'm gonna take like some some leather cord that I have like wrapped around the handles of my daggers or something, and just tie his hands together. You know what? That's gonna make this real easy. We're just gonna do that.
No problem.
Let's stuff some tarp in his mouth too.
Yeah, that is probably a good idea. We should probably put something in his mouth to gag him.
We'll make sure his nose is still open, but his mouth will get gagged, and we'll throw him over Naimora's shoulder. How do we end up in these situations?
Why do I keep carrying tarp-covered bodies through the streets of Kingsland?
Okay. Yes. Oh boy. If he's here, somebody else could get here quick, so let's leave.
That's all right. Where do we take this man to? Where are we taking this man?
The tent? That's where we take all of our fugitives, I guess.
We kidnapped the old man.
All right. Yeah, it's fairly simple. You kind of go to leave. Clarissa, you're 24, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you notice as you turn, someone has turned very far down and started to walk in these back alleys, and you're about to turn, so they might not notice you, but the person seems tall and broad.
Oh fuck. Okay. Yeah, I'll turn and I'll say, I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure that Lars is walking down the alleyway towards us.
All right. Do you want me to fight them or what?
No, don't fight. We have to get the maester back to the tent.
Right.
You can just be as quiet as possible. If all else fails, I'll turn and talk to him. And you keep going to the tent.
I'm not leaving you alone with Lars.
I don't want to be left alone, but if all else fails, we need the maester.
Let's just keep going. And we'll just come with me. Come on.
Okay.
So I would like whoever has the higher of you two make a stealth test.
That's Bailey.
But no specialties, just stealth.
Okay.
You You have Destiny die if you need it. You good?
Yeah.
Do.
Very good. 13. Yep. You don't hear any footsteps running or anything as you turn the way. It looks like maybe they didn't notice you.
I did grab the papers, by the way. I took all of his notes.
All right. Fantastic.
Just wanted to be clear. And
Man and papers.
go.
Papers and man.
Papers and the man.
Mm-hmm. And you begin very suspiciously going.
I'll try to take like the streets that no one would ask questions
Yeah.
on.
Or they're
Sure.
like there's back alleys.
Oh,
that
yeah.
we're just like, oh, carrying a body today, Ted? Yeah.
A little bit.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. And as they go back to the tent, I think that's a place that we're going to take a break. So take a quick break, energize yourself for the more scenes that are coming.
God, we get into so much shit when the guys aren't here.
It's always when the guys
It's always when they're not here.
Oh boy.
Oh man. Alright. So we will see everybody soon.
Yep.